Riddles are undoubtedly one of the best ways to keep your mind fit while having fun. Welcome back to Braintastic, where we bring you a set of mind-boggling riddles that may leave you baffled, but in a good way. Priyanka was working in a coffee shop and was engaged to his boyfriend. Once during breakfast, she dropped her ring into a cup full of coffee. But the ring did not get wet. How did the ring stay dry? The answer is coffee was in beans, ground, or instant. You planted marigold seeds in your back garden. Every day, the number of flowers doubles. If it takes 52 days for the flowers to fill the garden, how many days would it take for them to fill half the garden? The answer is, it would take 51 days. If the number of marigold flowers doubles every day, half the garden would be full the day before on the 51st day. One day, when all the courtiers of Emperor Akbar's court were gathered in the large assembly hall, he was told that a valuable jewel had been stolen in the previous night. As the Mughal court was very well guarded, the theft must have been done by a member of the court. Akbar asked if Birbal could identify the thief. Birbal thought for a second and then said, "Of course." What did Birbal say next that immediately identified the thief? Birbal said, "The thief has straw in his beard." In fact, no one had a straw in his beard, but while all the innocent courtiers stood still, the thief quickly moved his hand to the beard in an attempt to quickly remove the straw before anyone else was noticing. The Nawab of Lucknow asked his three daughters, Nargis, Nazneen and Noori, to put three identical teapots with the same amount of water on the stove simultaneously. Whoever's water boils faster, that daughter's husband will be the heir of the king. The teapot of the youngest daughter Nargis, who did not want to get married at all, was the first to boil. How? The answer is, the others kept lifting the lid to check if the water was boiling or not. That's why it took more time for their water to boil. Virat has been hired to paint the number 1 through 100 on 100 apartments. How many times will he have to paint 8? The answer is 20 times, and the series are as follows. A group of students were standing in the blazing sun facing due west on a march past event. The leader shouted at them, "Right turn, about turn, left turn." At the end of these commands, in which direction are the students facing now? The answer is east. They will turn 90 degrees in a right turn, and they turn 180 degrees in about turn, and finally, they turn 90 degrees in a left turn. Therefore, the students are now facing east. When things go wrong, what can you always count on? The answer is pretty simple, guys. Your fingers. There are 12 kids in a classroom. 6 kids are wearing socks and 4 are wearing shoes. 3 kids are wearing both. How many are bare feet? The answer is 5 kids are bare feet. Ranbir has spent 2 days in the hospital of Mumbai. He wasn't sick and he wasn't injured. However, he had to be carried when he was leaving the hospital. What happened to him? The answer is because he had just been born in the hospital. Friends, we are excited to announce the launch of our digital library where our viewers can buy informative ebooks. We will keep adding new additions across all categories. The link is in the description. Also guys, don't forget to subscribe to Braintastic and press the bell icon.